Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MENA qualifiers for the Riyadh Masters. We got two teams that were directly invited. Do we feel like one side in particular is going to be a little bit more favored with securing some of these runes, in particular to the mid lane? Because, I mean, we already see Mage, he's starting to get dived, so...
There's the dive, yep. Mikey, he's going in.
And he's going to get the kill. Chains comes out a little bit too late. There might be a return kill, but it's only 1 point up in the fade bolt to Mikey. Is Yaptra even wanting the Wisdom Rune? You probably are, right? You just hit level 6 and try and rotate the lane, rotate the map. Like, there's nothing you can do bottom. There's nothing Afro can do. He's getting dived as well. I mean, Kuroki, level 4 already, so he just has so much damage to output down bottom. But we know this Ember is going to be useless for a decent chunk of this early game now. So, who do we need to look to?
That's a solo kill, if I've ever seen one. Arcane pops the blood grenade.
Looks like it will be. Once you got the spike carapace still on cooldown for the moment. We'll get it off for the last second, but it's not going to matter. Afro might have an opportunity to get Yuma, but now with him revealing himself, Mikey's got the lasso to cancel the TP. It's going to drag him into the location where there is never an escape. As the pit of doom, and Afro will join all the other unfortunate souls. This was, I think, one of the heroes. He really made a name for himself as well at Dream League Season 19 with playing with Shopify. I mean, they would just first phase this hero, and he would just obliterate teams. And now they're going to look to Chrysalis next as well. You could Blade. Well, nope, you got the Nether Strike there, so there's going to be no escape. They're going to try and TP Mage up top. He's got the level 6, but not a lot of mana to work with, and about to be not a lot of health as well, as Mage will also go down.
They're diving.
They're not even done just yet. Puppy revealed himself for a second. He'll try and get the creeps out of danger, but his own hero will forfeit his life as NIGMA. Man, this start could not get any better.
This is going to be like some insane timing on Boots of Travel. And they also made a couple of stacks in the triangle that Mikey or Yuma can farm later on.
Oh,
Another charge.
Nice dodge. Very well done. But, Mikey just gets a solo kill. So, it does...
Another charge onto Puppy. They're not stopping. They're constantly running at them.
They're going to be too late for the smoke. Yapsor tries to move on over. He's just going to watch his Ember get killed off. There's a remnant there to work with. Yapsor will find a pretty nice angle for the double stun. Is the damage going to be enough? Parvis tucked over to Mikey with a blast as well.
Oh!
They'll still be able to secure the kill.
It.
Yep, that's a huge streak for Yapsor, and MC dives under the tower, wanting the finishing blow onto Afro. It might be GH that gets it. Not to be with a sidestep out of the range, but hey, they're on the board. Let's go. Yapsor gets a big streak. Close to the level 1 Dagon.
This is it. This is the start of the comeback.
Yeah, it seems like anyone can go for the bracelet. They just buffed it a bit too much. Result we see in every game. And for NIGMA, another kill though. I mean, they're doing a really good job just with their double supports of trying to take away a little bit of farm from Secret inside their own jungle. Yapsor's gonna try and make something happen out with the Vendetta, but with the sentry laid down, he's gonna have some difficulty with entering in. We'll be able to hold down Mikey. Chrysalis doesn't have enough mana for the Omni Slash, however, so he won't get some immunity off with that ultimate. And Mage, just a duck in and out, was thought he might just go for the kill considering how much gold. I don't know, man. This is looking really rough.
Yapsor, he's hunting.
Decent chunk of damage. Is there any follow-up though? MC does a really good job to disrupt the Rubik on the right side, intercepting that extra damage they needed to potentially get the kill. Now with GH nearby, he'll help sustain Mikey, who's back up to full.
For a second, I thought they have Hex on one of the heroes, considering how farmed they are, but it was just a defensive pick ball. Another charge on Afro.
And another kill. Afro going down right next to the Tormentor.
Could be another casualty here, if he's not careful.
Top lane Chrysalis. It's going to be MC and Yuma in combination, so finally Yuma wants to get involved in this game. Wants to deal with the healing ward. It's going to be much easier to be able to chase down the Juggernaut. The reinforcements are coming. And we'll over to the right side. They'll get the kill onto Rubik. Now back over towards Chrysalis they go. And now Mikey, he can even TP in. He got that previous kill. Can now help out the boys just in case Secret were looking for some revenge. And as soon as the Batrider shows up.
Tier 3 tower all the way down to half HP.
Miracle hold. Here we go. Here we go. This is just
Crimson
what are we looking
Pavis Shield Rune on Batrider.
Oh no, Afro, not like this. Run, my friend. As soon as he TP's back to base, Mikey now goes to mage as well. I'll be able to go. What is that damage? Okay, you see him get blown 4-0 under a second. You know there's no defense to be had. And they're not even done. Puppy's next. A T4 Tau will do nothing to stop NIGMA in their way. There's no blockade. Easy time for them to pillage the base. Really, the only thing stopping them this stage of the game is going to be the glyph.
Let's see who they can find.
Entrance again, always littered across the map. They're able to react just in time to miss the stun.
Yeah, it's Yapsor's fault that they have only 1 kill and the enemy has 23 deaths. Definitely not his fault. But yeah, they just fall. It's 20 minutes into the game. This game ended. Mikey, he was all over the place and he's collecting the tips from his teammates for a good reason. He kind of broke the game in 7 to 10 minutes. Like, the game was completely over. Really nice. I mean, there's a bunch of heroes that in theory look good. Like, you could even pick up...
Oh no, they're getting repoed. You can Wyvern 3. That's the only hero I can think of right now. Are you a micro person?
I was.
You were. So,
yeah.
Oh, hold that, because Kuroki's probably going to give up first blood. Yapsor's going to give him the treatment, and Afro gets it. So,
lanes are not bleeding as they did in the previous game. It was just a disaster 10 minutes into the game. Puck took advantage of this matchup that he played into. This is supposed to be like relatively strong lane for NIGMA Galaxy. There's the power spike where you hit that level 4, get the point, and divided we stand. Now they're chasing Yapsor.
Should be okay. Especially once he's able to get the Astral out. Has the Lotus to play with as well. Might even turn to Kuroki. Last second use of the Earthbind's going to be able to hold ET back, but Yapsor still closes the distance. Is he in some danger though?
Body
the body blocks is pretty on point, man. This dude's micro. He does have Afro to potentially help out. Telekinesis drag back is going to be enough to keep Yapsor alive. It won't be. But Yuma, off some incredible body blocks, able to get the big return kill onto Yapsor's Elder Titan. Is he trying to steal maybe some camps? What's he up to? But what are we hoping out of these two? Because there's been a little bit of action in the side lanes, but what are we expecting out of both the mid laners over the next couple of minutes?
Mikey's gonna definitely want to rotate as soon as possible. Maybe get the kill in Crystallis. Mind Control just hit level 6, so now this lane becomes much rougher for Crystallis. And we talked about the itemization. There's just gonna be an easy pick-up on position 4. Can they get a return kill? Yes, they can. Mage cleans up.
See if they get the power in, though. It's the important thing. He's got a little bit of the shield rune still to work with. Does have the Coddle TPing in as well, also gets rewarded with the power rune. Can they get Mage though? He does have Afro starting to rotate over. The TP in from Poppy to help refill the bottle. And meanwhile, they're gonna get a kill on the side lane. Yuma down bottom. Even though we had all the action mid lane, it was Yuma rotating through the rift by the looks of it. Back to mid we go though as Mikey. Great timing out of the Vortex. Stops the jaunt away and Poppy will be rewarded for the kill. Really importantly though, we see the levels coming out from the support.
The GH is going for Pipe as his first item. Now the smoke. Let's see what they can get from it.
Straight from Cure. Just puts himself in front of Yuma. Looks like they're able to scout out somehow that the smoke was going on. And they're even going to try and make their own play. A counter smoke from NIGMA with Mikey and GH together. They're going to break the core to try and escape. The Earthbind's there, locking in the Mage. And we see when MC shows up, there's just so much damage. They can now look to Afromoosh as well, as the Rubik will not be able to get out of danger. This is going to be a very scary early game with MC having such a good start. He's got a regen rune to work with as well, so they might look to make a play with the mid lane getting shoved out. And they will. Smoke at 3. Radiant though. They make their own play, so both sides looks like they intercept each other. Mikey's going to start with a coil. They've got Puppy on the outskirts. That's pretty important with the live drain, but is it going to be enough to repair some of the damage? Mage He'll shrug it off. In fact, Mage, he wants to go back in. They'll target down Puck for the moment for the damage. They'll be able to tear him through even with the Chen sustained. Crystallis wants to show up to have some involvement as well.
Go through the gates if there's some fight occurring in the top lane. But they don't have the tower here, so...
They're gonna go.
Only Meepo. Let's see if they can get a kill here.
Should be able to once Yapsol is able to get the right click off, but the net holds him back. Still with a long zip from Mage, but he's out of mana now. It's not gonna matter with Puppey nearby. Mage is back in fighting shape, and even with Mikey rotating over, he's gonna be cautious. One stun into the fall, the Acro Stomp, it'll buy them some time. As the return damage will come out with ease. Mikey's gonna make him work for it with the haste rune, but a zap from downtown as Afro-Moose will snipe the puck on the retreat, and once again, it was the Pogner that was very vital to their success inside that engagement.
Yeah, they were fighting underneath this Observer Ward on the high ground. I feel like they need to bring an extra hero. They need to have Timbersaw plus Spot, otherwise they're not gonna have enough damage. We see this already 2 times in a row. This time, NIGMA Galaxy tried to focus.
Able to place one out the front of the T1 tower, so they're able to read that secret. They've read this Roche, but they're gonna be far too late. Already Aegis will be snagged up, and MC, he's starting to move on forward to see if he can intercept any of the secret members. Are they wanting a fight though? MC will start off the Puppey. Very important here if they can take him out of the equation straight away. Meanwhile, Mikey gets a pretty good
Oil
pull
on 3.
the 3 on the outskirts. MC is going to be able to pump in the damage. And Echo Stomp along with the split will help delay, but it's not going to matter. Crystallis is so much danger. Tries to hide under the cover of the meld, but it will do nothing as Enigma. They're not even done just yet. Yuma jumps over the top, catches up to Afro-Moose. That is a dieback there for the Rubik. In the end, a very favorable fight for NIGMA Galaxy to buff off that resources, so that is not the target they can bring down.
An interesting choice of neutral item on Timber.
Absol.
They found Yappy.
That they did. Coil out from Long Town. The sun's gonna be on the mark onto multiple heroes. They're just gonna turn Crystals instead. Where'd your refraction go? Then his help will soon follow, sending him into the grave, and Afro-Moose as well is going to be chased down. A T3 tower will not be enough of a deterrent. Yaps will find a pretty good echo to help them retreat, but we just see this is the ultimate timing for NIGMA now. Mikey, no. Detection. Smoke's going to pop pretty shortly. They'll drop the sentry. Wait, someone go back. Someone go back to the camp. No, who cares about Afro-Moose? Go for Crystallis. No. Cole should be back up. Yeah, they're gonna get him. Oh no, not like this. Poor Crystallis, dude. You hate to see it.
Oh, it was a really good play because Mikey just went for Afro-Moose and they lost vision of that area where Sentry Ward was. They still get the kill there.
Top tower is under attack.
2 for the price of 1, it looks like, for NIGMA. And the ball is truly rolling. So what was a great start for Secret? Had an even ball game. Really, the Aegis was all NIGMA needed. Just completely opened up the map. They won't have it now, but it seems like with the 12,000 gold lead, they just can continue to sweep from bot to top, making sure they can shut Secret out.
That's why I said maybe stealing Aegis from Meepo could be a big one. Yeah, that's an interesting build for Mikey. He wants to tank up so that he doesn't die, having a little bit more status resistance against Rubik. He with Axe, Astral Spirit. Let's see if he can take away his damage. They're looking.
Oh, Mikey.
Field Rune available.
Is it going to be enough though? It's a lot of damage. Mikey just far too aggressive, and this is the opportunity that Secret need to capitalize on. They'll turn to Kuro, be able to deal with the gem with ease as well. They'd love his creep army. And Yapsor is going to be able to chase that down as well. It doesn't look like they'll get any more kills though. But Mikey just playing overzealous, and he's punished in an instant. Boys are going to be coming through the rift. Radiant, they do have a cliff ward, so they are well aware of this. Dire also completely scouting them out though. They've got great vision around this bottom outpost area. It's been Mage, who's going to try and start. It's a pretty good opening onto the Gen. They'll get the first life easily like that, but if he could be used defensively, Crystal's forced to reposition.
Oh,
But damage is going to start to come out from Yapzor once he gets the right clicks going, but the Meepo digs into the earth. Yuma's protected, and now it's an all-out retreat. Can they get themselves away from danger because Yuma's on the prowl and he'll catch up to Puppey. No escape for the Pugner. They won't be able to shut down Yapzor's TP, so they'll escape with the buzzer, but we did finally get to see the power of the Elder Titan, but just needs a dig.
Yeah. Oh, like, also, look at all these auras that they have on Meepos. Like, Pack Leader's aura, you have Drums, you have Divine Favor, Mech, Pipe. They can throw Solar Crest, pop the Drums.
See how nice that's actually going to be with the Earthbind stolen. I guess you can't spam it. 10-second cooldown, maybe not as nice. It's not even, he doesn't even care. Just chucks out his own. Stands strong with the boys behind him. Gonna try and poke down this first life. They will be successful. It's a Hex reveal onto MC as well. Can they go for it once again?
That's one.
The Dragon back, Mikey. It's a pretty good call to buy Yuma some space, but the Earth Splitter's gonna fly out. All they need is one Meepo, and they'll get him. And now MC as well. He's still got the cheese to be able to eat. Will do so now. Full health, full mana to work with. Need some control to help him out inside the engagement. They'll just turn to the puck instead with a Vortex. One stun, and Afro Moosh rewarded with a double kill in secret. They'll hold their high ground. All they lose is a tier 3 tower. Maybe actually Mikey is going to start to run into them. Up with the silence from Afro Moosh. The telekinesis can come out very shortly afterwards. That is a beautiful find, and the one they were hoping for off the back of the smoke, and Mikey just gives them that present for free.
Not very close to level 25, going into Aghanim Scepter next. They need to be getting pickoffs, like jump with Timbersaw, get the Hex, Meepo shows up, instantly delete one target.
Thank you, the Timber. A long zip in from Mage, Secret. All down to bottom they go. NIGMA set up as well. Mage's going to turn his attention over towards GH. He's lacking some mana to get any more kills afterwards. So it is a pretty hefty investment, but once again, Secret, we're able to find another kill across the map. You spoke about the Scepter for the Storm Spirit. He's even got the Ceremonial Robe as well. So one of the better neutral items for him to have. Upgraded Vortex, a Secret. They're going to try and move into the river. Mage will start with the instant coil. The Storm's in danger. Hex is going to be there as well. Can they keep alive? It's not to be. The Secret, they're going to have to do a 4v5. Yapzor wants to jump in the river. He's going to try and chase Kuroki down, but he doesn't have the damage by himself. A buyback out of Mage as well. This is a huge investment, but Secret, is it going to pay off in the end? There's MC, they can chase down with the Elder Titan up to the high ground, and Secret, all they got was just the kill onto Mikey and NIGMA. They're not even done just yet. Druma and MC charging on forward. Should be able to catch up.
Nullifier.
Mage, he's wanting to try and provide whatever assistance he can, but with him buying back prior, he has to be so goddamn cautious of jumping into the Lion's Den.
Let's see what they can get. They got 2 buybacks. One from Mage, one from Afro Moosh. Gonna finish off these range barracks. So I'm dipping in again.
7k health, very cool. To play. Afro's actually going to drop a ward outside the base over the gate, seeing if what's there to set up. Can you start though unless it's on multiple hero and Mage? Yuma, he's not even going to wait for them to initiate. Jumps in without a care in the world. Mikey will fall. They got the initial stun. Mikey's in danger. Again, the puck overplaying his mark.
Oh,
Mage. Oh, he dies still.
So
the Storm will go down, but they dealt with the Aegis. Can they kill him a second time though? Instant silence is going to be there. Chrysalis tries to turn with the BKB, but the Crimson Guard, Yuma, he's shrugging off all the damage. Maybe going past the tier 4 tower will be a little bit too deep. They want to get the buildings on the way out though for NIGMA.
Oh, these buildings, they melt so quickly. Level 25 Meepo. 1 extra clone. Look at him.
MC, incredible timing. Yapzor's in though. Let's see what he's going to be able to do, but he's just getting melted. The damage on the ET, too much for him to bear. He won't be able to stand his ground, which means NIGMA have isolated Puppey. Everyone else was trying to retreat. But the micro from Yuma has been exceptional. Constant spam of the Earthbind. means that everyone is getting caught out.
Last set of barracks for them. Mega Meepo in action. Solar press.
Right.
Look at all these auras on top. It has like 20 bucks.
It seems unkillable at this stage. Unkillable. And it's so unfortunate too. Mage, he needed a couple hundred gold for buyback.
Gonna be some extra save. A bit of a late one. They need to save the target that is getting controlled by Meepo and is getting hexed.
Gonna come
Goes in.
before they can respond. You might gonna get the Mega Meepo off. The damage might be too much. Okay, that's a good start. Can they still continue it on? Yapsol's got that 20 now, so he's got the cleave, and with that NIGMA, they'll be forced to leave what has been their home for quite some time. Yeah, 2% now.
There we go. They rounded up my number.
Chrysalis might even get a kill on Kuru with the side blades. Not to be. Now MC's on top of him. Secret are responding to this though. The long dip in from Mage is going to be off the mark, and now with the BKB, MC protected for the moment. They might just turn to the easy kill into Mikey. He's responded in time though. Gets the jaunt away, but look at Yapsor. Dumped to the backline, couple of swipes with a good old briefcase. He'll do it the old-fashioned way. I think the Ignis is something that we've even seen some mid-coddles now put a lot of emphasis on. Quickly, do we think Storm Refresher Orb or BKB? What do we think is more vital in this last couple of fights? Because he's saving up a lot of gold. What would you prefer?
He just bought something.
Shard, I think.
I think he bought Shard, yeah. That's gonna be... He's not
Yapsor.
level 25 yet. We'd definitely love to have that overload bounce.
It's a defensive telekinesis. A lot of damage onto Yuma to start. Stolen coil clipping onto 3. The Ignis going to be able to buy them some space, forcing Secret to reposition, but they're going to have to do it a little bit faster. Puppy's down without a buyback. And now the buildings, they'll fall incredibly fast. Once they're able to lock onto them Secret, they got to go now.
Puppy needs to buy back. Just got his off cooldown.
They're in. Mage, that's a pretty big vortex. Where's the damage though? No one's there to follow up an Echo Stomp. It'll clip onto multiple heroes. Mage is in some danger. The last remaining MENA gets back out to safety, but the turret is now exposed. They're going to go straight for the jugular. Yuma, they should be able to deal with the first life. Can they set themselves up for round 2? It's Mikey trying to buy some space, trying to buy some time. They've been able to blow him up, but the crits at enough. They still need to deal with Yuma. He's got too much health. A couple more right clicks should be able to bring it down. Is there any control? They've got the vortex and they've got the damage. Secret. One more hold out of then means this game is not over, and they will get GH as well. Stopping him at the buzzer. Secret will live to see another day.
Mikey, use buyback.
And if they even get a glimpse of Mikey, if he steps down, Afro is ready with this ninja gear. He's got to be so perfect. Not be able to go for the GG push though. Unfortunately, they're going to have to do it a couple times over. NIGMA want one more push. They're going to see the orb. They'll know they're at least nearby. Mikey reveals himself as well, but a quick phase shift gets him out of danger. Gotta be cautious about the base though. All eyes need to be on the Meepo because Yuma is on the throne with the BKB. What are they going to be able to do to protect it? There's nothing. All you needed was one more push. The distraction was there from NIGMA up the mid. Yuma jumps around, and in the end, they'll be able to take the series and force Secret down to the lower bracket.